Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Hey, welcome to Half the Battle.
We're back to the Pyramid of Darkness miniseries, and today we're looking at Part 4, Chaos in the Sea of Lost Souls.
But first, the briefest of recaps.
Cobra have placed almost all the cube devices to form the Pyramid of Darkness, a cone under which electricity doesn't work, despite the Joe's best efforts to stop them. The only casualty being Tomax, who got captured. And that's sorta weird because usually by episode 4 in a miniseries, things have already gone tits up for Cobra.
So, good for them.
This 4th episode starts off with Alpine trying to club a seal.
Yeah, not a great look.
They then try to rock the ice, and I'm just gonna assume they're out of ammo, otherwise this makes zero sense. They are saved by a pair of nunchucks and we're introduced to...
Row to shore!
Quick Kick, who's standing on a snow-covered hill in the middle of a snowstorm, without a shirt, and barefoot.
How are you alive?
Anyway, he confronts the Crimson Guards, who are very accommodating by not shooting at him and Storm Shadow. And, unlike with Spirit before, this rivalry actually makes sense. You know, two martial artists. They even do that ninja thing where it takes a moment after an exchange for one of them to fall. He rescues the Joes and explains who he is.
Name's Quick Kick. I'm a movie stuntman up here, but my director took off with the equipment and my money.
Okay, that's like attempted murder.
Leaving a guy shirtless in that environment? Yeah, that director's going to jail. Meanwhile, Major Blood activates the cube and GTFOs, but the trio hitch a ride underneath the his tank. Back on the USS Flag, Tomax is being questioned and promptly escapes.
The answer is on this insignia. Look closely.
No, don't!
Yeah, remember last week when I said everybody is so much dumber in the cartoon?
This is the kind of crap I was talking about. They all looked at it, even Roadblock, who was behind him. He tries acrobating away, but is caught. This was all just to let his brother know where he is, since they have a psychic bond where one feels what happens to the other.
Zaymot is reacting to the experience of his twin Tomax. There's a psychic bond between them.
I think having such a bond would make jerking off really awkward.
Zaymot goes off to rescue his brother while Destro and the Baroness will place the final cube. The Commander Pinky swears he won't activate the pyramid until Tomax is safe, but it's a double cross.
You and the Baroness shall activate the 4th cube the instant it has been positioned.
Leaving us with too fewer partners with whom to share the Earth.
Since we haven't checked in on Taylor Swift yet this episode, let's do that now, as Shipwreck and Snake Eyes are trying to get out of the Cobra-controlled city.
And this is where their dignity finally completely dies.
Hey, entertainers don't need a special pass. We're doing a performance at Cobra Temple for...
Entertainers, huh? Okay in there, it's showtime!
Vegetation, friend, that's your scene.
Yep, drink it all in. That's Snake Eyes dressed up as Boy George. There's no coming back from that, Mr. Badass Super Ninja.
Where's your god now?
They use this, unique distraction to take out the guards.
Ho ho!
You mean Yo Joe.
Okay, I can't pass this up.
Ho ho!
The slang term ho has been in use since the 60s, so they knew exactly what they were doing here. Anyway, they do manage to escape. Why does Taylor Swift have a vehicle that belongs in the Mask cartoon? Meanwhile, Zaymot has arrived at the USS Flag while the Joes engage Destro's forces. As an aside, this is the titular Sea of Lost Souls, where there are a lot of shipwrecks, but how are they all on the surface?
Makes no goddamn sense.
Meet my new Robotopus!
There's gotta be a better name than that. Octobot, maybe? She solves the tentacle problem without using a javelin for once.
Botopus!
And I just realized Destro made a robot buddy that looks like his family's pet Eldritch Horror. Zaymot finds his brother, and they both don't believe for a second the commander will really hold off on activating the pyramid. Back with Destro, Lady J tries to murder him by throwing a javelin straight at his chest.
Damn, that's cold.
This dumbass move allows him to activate the final cube, and so, 4.5 episodes in, the Pyramid of Darkness is finally completed and activated.
Now no electrical energy source can function unless I permit it.
And it's very convenient Flint has a Falcon glider in his cockpit. Given the size of that thing, this would be impossible, but I'm just nitpicking at this point. This does mean Destro is also reduced to using manpower to get home, as are the twins, who've come prepared. Very prepared, in fact.
Must signal our agents aboard Space Station Delta.
Oh, there it is, gentlemen. The ejection Zartan.
You mercenary traitors! Our real employers, Tomax and Zaymot, are the ones who'll be paying.
Ah, the old double cross. Smart that, bribing the Dreadnoks. I wonder why the Joes never tried that, paid them to go away. They are just mercenaries after all.
If they have the budget for a freaking space station, they have the budget for that.
The Joes are busy converting the flag into a sailing ship, which I'm not sure would be very practical, but this is the cartoon we're talking about. Meanwhile, we have to say goodbye to Taylor Swift as she parts ways with Shipwreck.
But I've got my own song to sing. You see, Cobra framed my father for crimes he didn't commit.
And that will never be followed up on in the cartoon series.
No time for love, Dr. Jones, as they have to get that laser disc to the Joes. As Cobra Commander prepares to address the world, the Crimson Twins interrupt him and claim they have taken over, this being confirmed by the Dreadnoks, so he has no choice but to submit. Alpine, Bazooka and Quick Kick have hitched a ride all the way to the Cobra base and find that gorgeous Cobra cargo plane to, borrow to get back home.
When I fly for pay, it's usually to crash into something.
And of course, the Hollywood stuntman can fly the equivalent of a C-130 aircraft.
Never change, cartoon. Never change.
There's still some Cobras on board, so a fight breaks out and the plane goes into a nosedive, providing the cliffhanger for this episode. The end. And that was Chaos in the Sea of Lost Souls.
It was another great episode in this miniseries.
The battles were once again very good, and we're finally introduced to Quick Kick. Having him show up shirtless in very cold weather with the explanation that his boss left him there to die is very weird though.
He couldn't have shown up anywhere else.
I was kinda sad to see Saturn drive herself out of the miniseries, as I think there was more potential there. The twins doing a coup wasn't entirely out of left field since Destro took over in the first miniseries, but it's nice they get their time to shine. Well, Cobra has won, so I can't wait to see how they screw it up in the final episode.
But that's for another time. Well, I'll see you next time, everybody. And hey, why not like, share, and subscribe if that's your thing?
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
If you're wondering why I haven't mentioned the very obvious typo in the title, well, I only noticed it as I was doing my final pass before rendering this very video. I can't believe I missed that, so I'm mentioning it right here, right now. Consider this a test to see if people watch until after the credits.